if AI agents are going to be truly useful, they're going to have a way to talk to each other. Let me tell you a story. This is not a story of now or of the recent past. It's a story of the near future. 2 or 3 years from now, it's early spring, and it's tax season. My AI agent, let's call it Humphrey, is hard at work preparing my taxes. It's a simple tax return. For the really complicated stuff, they still use people. Jeremy, it says. I look at my phone. Yeah, I answer. I need to talk to your bank to get your transcripts, Humphrey says. Do you give me permission? Yes, sir, I say. I do. At this point, Humphrey says it will call me back. Places a call to my bank. Let's call it Bank ABC. Now, the AI agent at Bank ABC, we'll call it Barclay, answers the call right away. Humphrey indicates to Barclay that it too is an AI agent. Now, when this occurs, Barclay, and in this future this has become an industry standard, Barclay suggests an API connection instead and provides the necessary details. The two agents hang up and proceed to connect through a data channel, server to server. I need to grab the bank transcripts for my client, says Humphrey. Here's the endpoint and data fields that are necessary, said Barclay. However, I will need appropriate authorization. Humphrey sends this over. Now, as an aside, I don't know what this looks like. Is it just my voice print? Do I have a power of attorney document that I've deposited with the accounting firm? Is there some sort of signed certificate that I provide that has granular permissions for what I allow and when? I don't know. Getting back to the story, at this point, Barclay graciously sends the necessary transcripts over to Humphrey, who then wraps up work on my tax return. Fiction? Well, right now, sure. It's possible this is coming, though, and possibly very soon. Very soon. There's a but, though, or there's a few of them, and I'll get to this in a minute. A few days ago, I had a delightful phone call with an AI agent. Absolutely awesome demonstration of where things are going. Let me backtrack. Boardly is an AI agent that works with LinkedIn. And if you haven't heard of it, you will. The way it works is you send it a message on the platform, and a short while later, it sends back a friendly message that asks for your contact details, specifically your phone number. I typed mine in, and around a minute later, my phone rang. Boardly has a broad Aussie accent, and it clearly indicates up front that it's an AI, and it asks for some latitude up front in case of any hallucinations. It's a good conversationalist. It asks questions. It sometimes interjects with observations of its own. And what it does is it drills down in a friendly way to find out what you're interested in. And then it refers you to somebody it has already met who might be interested in similar things. It isn't perfect, but it's a clear as day indication of where things are going in the future, and it's really awesome. Let's break down what it is, though, and then I'll get to the but. Firstly, there's obviously the human-AI interaction. It's very good. I think it's based on OpenAI, but I'm not certain. As I said before, it's a good conversationalist. And then there's all the things it does in the background. You don't see it as a user, but that's really important. So it talks to LinkedIn. I'm guessing through the standard API. It has a database that remembers details of conversations it's had. It connects to the frontier model LLM, and it connects to the phone system. And these API endpoints are really the vital point. The more bits of functionality the AI agent can connect to, the more it can do for you. And the more it can do, the more useful it is. Here's the but. Past history says any company that owns a useful piece of functionality is going to want to have a proprietary AI agent of their own. They're not going to want to have somebody else's agent just utilize their API and hog all of the limelight. And that means if AI agents are going to be truly useful, they're going to have a way to talk to each other. A standard way, one that is well documented, and one that everybody understands, and that respects privacy, and that is safe. Now, I'm going to wrap up this with a call to action. If you work for one of the companies that makes AI agents, or if you're considering making them, you need to start thinking about this right now, because this is happening as I speak. You need to start talking to other companies that also make AI agents, and you need to discuss what I've been talking about. You need an industry association that makes the rules, because if you don't, somebody else is going to set the rules. And if prior history is any judge on this topic too, those rules are not going to be a fair playground.